Hi, I'm Brian Krantz with Inside Passage Yacht Sales. I'm on Lopez Island right now, which is where we started. We now have a full building and service center in Anacortes as well. But this is Lopez Island, a small rural island in the Pacific Northwest. We've got 4 of our employees that work for Inside Passage Yacht Sales that transit back and forth into Anacortes almost every day. We're on a small storage lot that we have on Lopez Island. I'm here today because I've had lots of questions. And I'm thinking you guys might have lots of questions. The big one on my mind is, what the heck is happening with Parker boats? I've been a Parker boat salesman for over 20 years. I love the brand, I love the product, and everything is changing. You might be wondering what's happening. I want you to understand it because I have come to understand it. I've been asking the hard questions. I've been digging deep with the highest levels in the new Parker company. I'm going to be curious to hear what you guys think about what changes they've been making. I decided to start with doing a boat comparison between the new Parker 22/7 Explorer and the 24/7 Explorer. These are boats that have replaced the 23/20 Sport Cabin. That was really one of the tried and true best boats that we have sold for 20 years. It gotten to be popular with tuna fishermen, got to be popular with salmon fishermen, anyone fishing that needed an 8.5 foot wide boat so they could trail it around. The 23/20 Sport Cabin was the boat. We especially liked it with the Yamaha 300. Incredible speed, great power if you're loaded with fish. This video should show you what we think of the 247 Explorer and the 227 Explorer. It's a real comparison and why they replace the old 23/20 Sport Cabin. I'm going to start on the back deck. The Parkers are all about the back deck. And actually, the 227 and the 247 are the same from the door forward, much like the old 21 and 23 were. Very similar, but there's some changes, and we'll go inside in a little bit to show you. But the first thing is about the deck space. And the real differences between the 227 and the 247 are the fact that you get 2 in-deck fish boxes, 1 on each side, in the 247 Explorer from Parker now. Obviously, along with that, you get a longer back deck. It's a bit longer, but both decks are huge. The fishing accoutrements on the back, the very large fish box here, the live well here, the walk-through gate over here, great for hauling in a really big tuna, are all the same on the back of both boats. The deck space makes the big difference. The other most important difference is that the 227 is currently only available with a single engine. If you want twins, which we never had on the 23, the 24/7 is now available with up to 400 horsepower and twin 200s. It's a beast for speed. Some of the updated options that are available in both boats are dedicated pads for your outriggers. Rod holders are standard. The aft station is the same on both boats, but it's an option. So you're wondering, hey, the price has gone up. They've been pitching me all these different colors of upholstery and hull sides and all these fancy to-do-y things. And I'll be honest with you, I get upset. When I see all the colors and I see all the upholsteries, to me it rubs me wrong because I'm an old Parker guy. I didn't buy Parkers because I could get it in a flashy color. I didn't buy a Parker because of the upholstery that they had. There were some changes along the times where they upgraded to a little bit better interiors, a little bit better upholstery. This is a whole nother world. These guys are going crazy on all the colors and upholsteries. I have a hard time with that. I think probably a lot of you are having a hard time with that. That's not the important part. The important part is the boat. These boats are not the same. These boats have a full fiberglass liner. They're fully composite construction. They have offered these in-deck fish boxes. They have completely retooled the Parker brand. I have found that to be excellent. The boats ride flatter They keep the bow in the water better. They come with standard with Seakeeper Ride trim tabs. This boat is a much better sea boat than the old Parkers. They have done a great job of hanging on to the legacy and improving the actual boating and fishing quality in these models. If you can get by hearing all the stories about the upholstery and the colors, go out for a ride in one, and it's a paradigm shift in the whole boat capabilities in these new Parkers. I think you'll be really impressed. So I've been at boat shows showing the brand new Parkers. A little bit before I knew they were a much better boat and running a lot better. And I've seen one of my classic Parker clients standing on the floor at the boat show, unwilling to even board the boat because it looks so much more pretty. And then I saw his wife go in. She'd get on the boat and she'd start touching the upholstery and she'd look at the new colors and she was all excited. And I don't know about you, when I buy a boat, I got to run some stuff by my wife. What you're going to find is if you assess the boat for its boating capabilities, you're going to be totally impressed, and you're going to have a much easier time getting your wife to sign off for it if you let her pick out amongst this dizzying array of colors for gel coats and interiors. I don't know about you, for me that's a win. You can still buy it without all the colors, you can still buy it with the standard upholstery, you don't have to get into all the bling, and you will have a better product. If you're an owner of a 2320 or a 2120, you just have to look, because this is a massive upgrade going to one of the new Parker boats. This is a boat that competes at a much higher level than they used to do. All right, at the risk of offending some of you guys, I'm going to take you inside and show you some of the changes that the new Parker Boats Company has done to the interior of this relatively small cabin. I think you'll like it. This is something I'm really excited about. Now you can actually get directly from Parker to legitimate helm seats. These are the standard seats. They got armrests. They're so much nicer than the old buckets. And a jump seat aft in this small cabin. It's a much nicer layout, and it's an all fiberglass bottom box. You can get suspension seats if you want as an option. A nice storage area here, access to the midship bilge here, and a great new helm designed. So you can fit larger screens. This is the standard screen, and get way more room for gauges and depth sounders, whatever you might be interested in having. If you look forward into the bed area, you'll see it's much taller. There's lots more space. They've got nice coverings, and again, it's a full fiberglass interior liner, much easier to keep clean, and these things really help quiet down the hull while it's underway. Important to note that this storage area here runs all the way forward, so it gives you lots and lots of space underneath the seats. I'm not going to go overboard on all the specs on the different boats, and there's a reason. The new Parker Boat Companies has put in a website online. You can go to parkerboats.com and you can build your own boat. It includes pricing, it includes all the specs, it includes all the options. But for right now, the best things that I want to tell you about, and I'm going to repeat this, the 227 comes with single engine power up to 300 horsepower. The 247 comes with up to 400 horsepower with twin 200s, but it's still available with the smaller engines. The length overall on the 227 is 26 feet. The length overall on the 247 is 29 feet. The weight on the 227 is 4,600 pounds dry. The weight on the 247 is a little over 5,000 pounds dry. Both hulls have a 20-degree dead rise. They're very, very similar hulls. One's just a little longer. The fuel capacity of the 227 is 105 gallons. The fuel capacity of the 247 is 141 gallons. Both boats get a little under 3 miles per gallon. Very similar fuel economies. It's really going to depend on the engine package that you fit. But at cruise speeds, just under 3 miles per gallon is a good place to start. I'm going to repeat that initially these boats didn't come standard with the Seakeeper Ride, but now both boats are standard with the Seakeeper Ride trim tabs. Really nice, great functioning, trim is not an option. Boats run really flat in the water and really take the seas at a better angle than the older Parkers did. The key here though is if you really want to understand them, go to the parkerboats.com website and build yourself a Parker. See what it's like. If you love it, click the link and you can buy one. I'd be happy to help you. If you were in our Pacific Northwest area, we'll take the best care of you you can imagine. I hope you enjoy all the beautiful scenery in the Pacific Northwest, the perfect place for you to come and drive your Parker boat. Even if you're from out of town, check in with us. Let us show you around in the Pacific Northwest. And if you're local, come to us. We'll get you set up with a Parker and show you all the sweet fishing spots, all the great places to go, how to fish tuna, how to fish salmon. We're here to help you do it and have a great time. We're looking forward for you to come boating with us in the Pacific Northwest. Oh, geez!